Check 1 2, mic test, mic test. What up, y'all? Welcome back. This is a new series that I'm working on, just randomly, just exerting creative energy and uh, kind of going through some things in my personal life. So I'm not really focused on gaming right now. I'm actually working on a personal project of mine, and it kind of falls in line with some stuff that occurred in my personal life with some family business and some things that are going on that occurred a couple weeks ago. So, or like last week actually. Time has been kind of weird lately. In that time, I have discovered this new website though, and I wanted to share it and also just share this fun little thing that I've been working on. It's like I wrote this basically all this orange. I had written this like a month ago just randomly in my phone, and then I found out about this website and just have been having some fun with it. I recorded a video making this with the AI, but unfortunately I was dumb and tried to play music over it, but the music was way too loud compared to my vocals. So we're just gonna start over from scratch. I'm gonna read this whole thing real quick. This whole thing. It's a fucking hilarious story. And we're gonna run through 15 actions because I am just running on the free trial right now. I'm just like testing it out, and so we're gonna run through 15 extra actions on top of what we've already created. So the orange is my prompt input basically. White is what the AI has said. Purple is edited text, but what I'm thinking is that I didn't see that there was more white text after this, and so I just started typing, not realizing that there was more because I thought I was doing blue text is new entered text. So basically, I think there was more text down, like scrolled down where I didn't see, and I just wasn't being aware of it, and so it erased it and caused it to be edited text. So these are where I input new things into the story to try and bring it back on track a little bit because it gets a little wild, but let's see what happens. And yeah, I thought also I thought about it, and leaving the music off leaves opportunity for others to take the video and edit sound into it and use it in their own content if they so choose later on down the line. So let's get into this. I called it Dirty LTD. I don't know why, but that just seemed right. The pounding and pulsing pain felt within your skull forces you to wake from a fever dream. You open your eyes, getting a glimpse at a neon sign above you. Velvet is written in a red script with a deep purple border. The street light blinds you. You roll over, trying to escape the throbbing behind your eyes and the reality before you. As you tart, as you start to slowly claw the pavement of the alleyway, dragging yourself, grasping for anything that can be used as leverage to stand and elevation to lean on. You realize you can't remember anything except this hideous pain within your cerebral. You let out a guttural moan that causes the city critters around you to scurry deeper into the shadows. The rats and cockroaches scatter to their burrows. You clutch your forehead and squeeze as if the external pressure will relieve the cacophony within. What are these words I'm writing with? No longer able to withstand the smell of oil and piss directly in your face, you force yourself onto your back with your other hand. As the haze from your vision starts to dissipate, you try looking around for any information that can identify who and where you are. You notice the trash bins appear to have been smashed into by something, and the contents are all strewn around you, which explains the crawling movement of the cesspool you find yourself in. You reach for the trash bin, pulling it towards you with much effort and barely having the strength to prop yourself haphazardly against it. You let out another expression of agony under your breath. Ah, fuck! You flail your leg at the other trash bin, part in anger, the other pain, barely connecting with it as your depth perception is not fully returned to normal. At this moment, a man comes rushing around the corner, not at you, but for you. You sense fear. He is stumbling over the mess in the alleyway as bad as he is his words, and nearly loses his footing as he approaches you. babbling some nonsense about a black sedan and a license plate number. Quick, get up and follow me. I'll tell you what I know. The man spits through gnarled teeth as he pulls on your collar, choking you more than assisting you with getting up. He doesn't have the best handle on your t-shirt and loses his grip, and you smash back into the garbage pile. You let out a groan loud enough to create attention. Ah! Apologies. He slides an arm. It's so stiff. Apologies. He slides an arm under yours and begins to help you stand. And this is where the AI took it. As he does, you look down and see that the man's hands are covered in blood. What happened? Why do you have blood on you? I don't know how it got there. Why is the the narrator is so dry? My bad. I don't know how it got there. He leads you out of the alleyway and onto the sidewalk. You look around, noticing the damage that was done to the area. There's a huge hole in the wall, and the glass window that had been shattered is now boarded up. A police car sits at the end of the block with its lights flashing. What did you say your name was again? Carson. Carson Montgomery. Who are you? My name is Inspector Roberts. I'm sorry, Mr. Montgomery, but we need to ask you a few questions. What do you mean, we? It appears that you were involved in a hit-and-run accident last night. We would like to speak with you about that. Hit and run? What are you talking about? There was a black sedan parked near the scene of the accident. It was driven by a woman, but her license plate number was lost when she fled the scene. Well, that's strange. I don't remember hitting anyone or driving anywhere. How could you not remember? Your vehicle was found at the scene of the crime. One victim was a taxi driver, and the other his passenger, a middle-aged man, both appearing to have connections to the Barbosa family. The cause of death is still unknown, and our technicians are still investigating into any plausible causes. Inspector Roberts, while placing you haphazardly in handcuffs, opens the back door to his vehicle and asks you to step inside for the ride to his private office. You climb into the car and Inspector Roberts takes the wheel. As he begins to drive, he starts asking you more questions, off the record, of course. So what were you doing in this neighborhood? I don't know. I've never been here before. I just woke up in the alleyway. Do you remember anything else about the night before? No, I really don't. Were you drinking last night? Yeah, I drank a lot, but that's the only thing I can remember. Did you take any drugs? No, I didn't. Not that I can remember. Do you have a criminal record? I don't think so. He's so blatant it caught me off guard even reading it over. I don't think so. If I did, I'd remember. I wouldn't have been arrested otherwise. And this is where it threw me off because I was like, oh shit, I did put him in the car in cuffs and he's not under arrest. So I had to bring it back on track a little bit. Inspector Roberts informs you that you are not under arrest and that he is doing a private investigation that many in the department don't fully understand the scope of. He goes on to further explain that it appears you have found yourself in the midst of a large-scale organization and that you may be of service to one another. You arrive at his private office and he takes you in through the back alleyway, which looks similar to the location he just picked you up in. Once inside, he removes the handcuffs and offers you a cup of coffee, which you accept under the conditions that you make it. Inspector, I'm starting to remember hearing a woman's voice talking about a warehouse under a bridge. That's good information. Anything else you can remember? And this is where I left it for the AI again, just to see where they would go with it. Not much, just the pain in my head and the smell of piss and oil. I believe you're referring to the warehouse under the bridge. Yes, I am. That's all I remember. I have no idea how I ended up here. And by now, I'm so confused. Like, when I was working with the AI, I was like, what is going on? Can you describe the woman you saw? She was wearing a long dress, maybe a veil, and she was carrying a box. A box? Yeah, a big wooden crate with wheels on it. She was carrying the box with wheels. She said something about a warehouse under a bridge. Then she left with a man. I assume the same man that drove the car that ran me over. They were both dressed in black suits, and they wore sunglasses. He had a goatee, but I couldn't see his face very well. They looked like they were high on something, and they kept arguing about the destination of their vehicle. So somehow Carson, our main character, Because I was trying to get the AI to be the main character, and somehow it flips it into you being the main character just in the way that it's written. Because you're like, fuck, okay, well now you're talking to me. It's a whole mind game. Inspector Roberts starts a search of all the bridges in the local area that are within industrial districts. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. He finds 3 locations that fit the target description, then the 2 of you go to the first 2 locations and discover nothing. At the 3rd location, however, you discover a black sedan that you can see through a window on the side of the warehouse. At this point, I was just trying to get the AI to like go somewhere. I'm like, what is going on? The sedan is occupied by 2 men who are sitting in the front seats. One is wearing a white t-shirt, a tie, and a pair of slacks. The other is wearing a black suit, a hat, and a mask that covers most of his face. Both are smoking cigarettes. So we're basically dealing with the fucking underground MIB. Like, they're fucking, instead of being in a nice office with aliens, they're in a warehouse basically. It's apparently, I guess. It seems like there's aliens. I don't know. It just seems like it. Just the way that the AI took it down, like this whole like I don't know. Like, I didn't mean for the black sedan to be like here. I didn't mean for it to be the Men in Black, and it ended up being basically the Men in Black. Both are smoking cigarettes. This is the place. Do you want to come in? Are you sure? I don't want to get you in trouble. Relax, this is just between us. Besides, I think I can help you with your memory loss. I'll be right back. Inspector Roberts walks around to the back of the building and enters through a large metal door. Inside is a dimly lit room that appears to be a factory floor with a small group of workers, which he flashes a badge at while stating something very authoritative, causing all the people to get up and walk out of the door in a brisk manner. Upon exiting, they run for the gates and scatter. And this is where I left it off, and then I was going to come back and do another video and realize that I had jacked up the recording. So we're going to do 15 actions from here and see where this AI can bring us, because I have no idea where this is going. So we'll run it down to 15 actions left. Oh, I changed some settings also. I forgot about that. So now the AI outputs a little bit more characters. I changed it from like 100 characters to like 300 characters or something like that. So it'll output a bit more story per click. After making contact with someone outside who directs him somewhere upstairs, Inspector Roberts returns down... Wait. After making contact with someone outside who directs him somewhere upstairs, Inspector Roberts returns downstairs once more without saying anything until reaching you, who stands dumbfounded waiting for instructions or direction regarding what exactly went down during your capture. That sounds about right. Here, says Inspector Roberts, handing you a piece of paper. This should jog your memories. You read aloud. Then everything turned dark. Your heart beats faster because you recognize these words immediately from reading them earlier today after waking up in an alley. You feel relieved knowing you aren't going crazy due to mental trauma alone, since you remembered those... What is going on? Exact words from a book you recently finished. Suddenly a realization hits you and you harden the chest, knocking the wind out of you momentarily as you fall backwards onto your rear, and then things started coming together. Again, you hear... What are you reading? What the fuck? You're just reading words that are Again, you hear voices speaking to each other as though you weren't even present in the conversation. You turn away, realizing you keep moving forward as fast as possible or risk losing control completely. But why? Why? Asked Fierro. We already tried killing everyone. Wait, who the fuck is Fierro? What the hell? What is going on? Okay, we're gonna do 3 more actions and then I'm gonna take control a little bit. What the fuck is going on? We tried killing everyone, replied Goliath. Wait. Why? Asked Fierro. We tried killing everyone, replied Goliath. Wait, what the who is saying what? Fiero is saying that Goliath said we tried killing everyone. Where are these? I didn't tell it to add more characters. I said add. Oh. If that setting literally means characters, I thought it meant like the letters in the fucking sentence that it was outputting, because it seemed like it was outputting about 100 characters before. If it starts just putting characters into the story, I'm gonna fucking die laughing. I'm not gonna be able to handle it. I don't know what's going on anymore. Suddenly, it clicks in your mind, and you realize that somehow, some way, you might actually hold answers pertaining to who murdered your child and whether or not she survived the attack. Although it seems unlikely considering you are currently locked behind bars awaiting trial along with every member of the family you suspect committed the murder except for yourself. Wait, what the fuck is going on? However, regardless, the fact remains that you are unable to move ahead unless you learn more information relating to the case and the identity of whoever attacked your home and took your baby girl, leaving her body floating lifeless. Wait. So she was floating lifelessly downstream. You don't know if she survived. You're currently locked behind. I don't understand. We were just. Wait. So are we imagining? Wait. Wait, are we remembering now? Wait, is all this us remembering and we're actually behind bars? Wait, what the hell? Is Fiero or Goliath like Carson's code name or some shit? Wait, so you suspect the Barbosa family now? That's okay. So the AI, okay. Okay, let's do two more actions. I think I'm caught up, so I might be able to. Okay. I'm okay. As soon as you catch sight of Inspector Roberts walking toward where you sit amongst several boxes stacked precariously close to one another, you begin to shout incoherent ramblings, hoping desperately he will listen closely enough to notice you repeating certain phrases over and over. His eyes scan across various objects scattered throughout the workspace, such as machinery parts and pipes attached directly to walls, creating a maze of equipment resembling an old-style assembly line process. In his arms, he carries a bag filled with supplies, including notebooks full of notes scribbled over the top of pages containing dates written vertically down columns representing days past. Wait, so okay, so now time has passed. You're the inspector, and the inspector's just bringing. Okay, we're the inspector. No. Yeah. We're not Inspector Roberts. We're just Inspector Carson doing the investigation while Inspector Roberts brings us food and supplies. Okay. We're trying to remember everything, I guess. These lines are crossed out with arrows indicating shifts made by either time spent asleep or awake, depending on if the shift was positive or negative towards accomplishing whatever task needed completion. To his immediate left is. Who the fuck does that? What the fuck? To his immediate left is a stack of papers bound tightly with twine, marked with numbers ranging from 1 to 9. Each sheet contains different types of writing covering multiple topics spanning over numerous years. On the opposite wall hang photographs depicting scenes from around New York City. Oh, so now we're in New York. Oh, or wait, where are we in New York? What the fuck? Interspersed among images showing destruction caused by natural disasters. Some show fires burning buildings to ash, and others depict cars smashed beyond recognition following collisions, resulting in fatalities alongside broken. Okay, and this is where we're going to take over, because I don't know what the fuck is going on. We need to bring the AI back on track. Okay. Alongside broken buildings that have crumbled beyond repair. Okay. You find yourself. Okay. Wait, I'm so holy shit, my brain. What the fuck? Okay. I just need to get the AI back on track a little bit. You find yourself amongst all the information you and Inspector Roberts have collected. For the most part, your memories have all returned except for the except for the moment that no. That what memories are we not going to remember? Okay, you find yourself amongst all the information you and Inspector Roberts have collected. For the most part, your memories have all returned, except for the moment that your daughter disappeared. That's not how you spell disappeared. Oh, God, it's just... Oh, God. Wait, what? Disappeared. Is it just one S and two P's? Okay. That your daughter disappeared. After a morning, after a full night of going through everything, the sun super movie, and a beam of light comes through the curtains that you thought were fully closed and illuminates illuminates a single image. The image of Ken Barbosa. The leader of the Barbosa family and your number one suspect in the murder. Okay, I think that might bring the AI back around. Okay, we're gonna go for 5 actions with the AI. We have 10 left. Let's see what the AI does. So we said it ended here. So basically this is where the AI ended. Some show fires burning buildings to ash, and others depict cars smashed beyond recognition following collisions, resulting in fatalities alongside broken buildings that have crumbled beyond repair. You find yourself amongst all the information you and Inspector Roberts have collected. For the most part, your memories have all returned except for the moment that your daughter disappeared. After a full night of going through everything you have collected, the sun begins to rise and a beam of light comes through the curtains that you thought were fully closed and illuminates a single image, the image of Ken Barbosa, the leader of the Barbosa family and your number one suspect in the murder of your daughter. Okay, let's see what the AI does now. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. With trembling hands, Inspector Roberts retrieves a photo taken moments prior at a nightclub called La Traviata. Before heading inside, he had requested permission from some officers stationed nearby, allowing himself entry into restricted areas frequented mostly by gang members known as Lancers. Oh shit, we're getting into the fucking... the deep lore. A subset comprised primarily of individuals affiliated with La Familia. Prior authorization granted, he proceeds inside accompanied only by a photographer whose job it is solely dedicated to taking photos related to organized crime activity wherever necessary. Wait, they just let him in to take pictures? Wait, what? Okay. I guess that's the thing. I didn't know that. I'm not in organized crime, so I don't know if that's something that they let them do just to, like, kind of have insight. I don't fucking know. After arriving at the club, Inspector Roberts notices dozens of young women dancing sensually against one another as per request by a select. Wait, this is a fucking adult. This is a gentleman's club? We just found ourselves in the gentleman's club? La Traviata. What the fuck does that mean? Oh god, I might be in trouble. Oh fuck. After arriving at the club, Inspector Roberts notices dozens of young women dancing sensually against one another as per request by a select few patrons seated on couches watching intently via video screens positioned above their heads. Wait. What the fuck is this? A bartender serves drinks to customers passing money between themselves using thick rubber bands wrapped tight around stacks of bills. Meanwhile, bouncers stand watchful at entrances, checking IDs belonging to prospective attendees, ensuring none are underage. From afar, Inspector Roberts observes bartenders mixing cocktails amidst scantily clad waitresses serving beverages from trays carried atop poles, balanced perfectly upright upon What the fuck is this AI talking about? From afar, Inspector Roberts observes bartenders mixing cocktails amid scantily clad waitresses serving beverages from trays carried atop poles balanced perfectly upright upon shoulder blades protruding outward with ease. They're balancing a pole on their back with the drinks on a tray. What? All movement stops abruptly when suddenly there is shouting heard approaching quickly, followed by gunshots fired indiscriminately throughout the establishment, sending hundreds running frantically in fear. Holy shit, there's a shootout. The hell? In fear while screaming wildly for safety. Well, screaming wildly doesn't do anything for safety. Everyone attempts to leave simultaneously at Orly's despite the chaos ensuing. Patrons huddle near exits seeking refuge in bathrooms while bartenders attempt to barricade doors. Why are you barricading doors? Leading deeper into rooms away from... Okay, they're blocking them in. Leading deeper into rooms from potential harm. It isn't too long before gunfire erupts again, forcing police and security personnel alike to rush and firing shots back in retaliation. Wait. Where'd the cops come from? It isn't too long before gunfire erupts again, forcing police and security personnel. Where'd the cops come from? Back in retaliation. Soon after, bodies start dropping dead everywhere, presumably shot by rival gangs trying to gain access to retaliate based on perceived wrongdoings perpetrated elsewhere within the city limits. What the hell did Carson get himself into? What is going on? What does La Traviata mean? I'm so fucking confused. Holy shit. Okay, 2 more actions. We're giving it 2 more actions. Within seconds, it becomes clear that anyone still alive would need protection and assistance getting safely off premises before reinforcements arrive ready to do battle royale. What is this, Fortnite? Until one faction remains standing victorious amid death and carnage left behind. Wait! What the fuck did it just do? It just ended the story? All characters depicted are fictional and used merely as examples to illustrate the point of view being presented herein. Any similarities shown are purely coincidental and intentional mostly. What is going on? Dude. I'm so fucking lost. It's now Fortnite and there's factions at Club La Traviata and the dancers are carrying the drinks on their backs on stripper pole fucking trays. And now we're in Gravity, the epilogue. It's late afternoon on Saturday, and I haven't seen mommy or daddy since yesterday morning. Oh, shit. This is from the daughter's perspective now? Wait. What the fuck did the AI just do? What is going on? Yesterday we moved our stuff into Grandma's house. Now that Uncle Tony died last week, we've lived in Chicago ever since Dad got laid off 3 months ago so far, and I miss seeing my friends whenever I wanted. But I guess I shouldn't complain given how bad life could be if not for having a roof over our heads instead of living rough outdoors in tents, sleeping bags, cardboard boxes, etc. How old is this kid? And why is she thinking about this? Like many homeless folks end up doing nowadays, thanks largely in part to lack of affordable housing opportunities available in cities nation. What the fuck? Okay, I'm only laughing because this is very relevant, and I can't believe that this is what this little girl is talking about. And I don't know where the AI got this. Does it? I don't even like search. I mean, I'm involved in a lot of this stuff, but in like real life, but that's just. I don't know where that came from. Okay. So that's a very good point. And it's a very sensitive subject because there are a lot of moving parts at play. And I only speak on this from experience because I'm involved in a lot of the programs. As I've said before, like I got off the street a few years ago, and so I'm involved in a lot of the stuff. And it did take me, a solid 12 months of like wanting to get off the street and investigating different programs and trying to figure out how to do it to get off the street. It's not something that just comes to you. So it's a very sensitive subject, and I don't really feel this is the right place to talk about it. If I do talk about it, I would rather have it be in a video dedicated to that or something about that. It just got very real though when this little kid is saying this through an AI. So now we are in the epilogue. Let's just stay here, but let's get this little girl's head on track a little bit somehow. Okay. Okay, I'm so okay. Wait, okay. My brain is fucking fried. I don't even understand what the AI just did. I'm like firing on all cylinders right now. Grandma is in the kitchen baking cookies. Why not? Grandma's in the kitchen baking cookies. And there is a rerun, my favorite morning cartoon. This kid is fucking apparently just like super aware, and like her diary is just fucking way farther ahead than any of ours ever were. Unless you wrote like this, and goddamn, I'm sorry you had to live like this. Holy shit, dude. I wish I could go back to being a kid. No, I don't wish I could go back to being a kid and not having to think about this, but God damn, why is this kid thinking about this? Making me try and get her out of it. Okay. Because I don't want the AI to go this way, is really why I'm saying that. I mean, she can think about it all she wants, but that's on her and the AI. What is this? Why is this not right? I don't know. We're gonna say that's not mommy and daddy. How is she gonna write this in her diary? I wonder if that's mommy and daddy. The car stopped in the driveway and I hear both the car's doors open and closing. I don't know why she would write this in her diary, but whatever. Okay, we're gonna give it. Okay, we have 5 more actions. We're gonna give it 3 actions right now. Let's see what it does. My parents never visit unannounced like this. You were just wondering where they were since yesterday. Why did they stop here anyway? What happened? Did they forget to pick me up at school today? Oh no, please tell me they didn't take me anywhere else besides the hospital. Grandma is holding me and rocking me gently, telling me, oh God, she thinks it's them. I should have said that it wasn't them. Oh fuck, the AI. Oh no, please tell me they didn't take me anywhere else besides the hospital. Why is she going to the hospital? Grandpa is holding me and rocking me gently, telling me it will be alright and that mommy and daddy love me very much and always try their best to provide the necessities required to live comfortably and securely, providing support systems and services vital to keeping families safe and secure while also giving children hope for better futures. Where the fuck is this coming from? Is this like attached to something that I don't get? I'm so confused why this got pulled into the thing. Like, is it using... I'm just lost as to how this got in here. I'm so confused. Like, this thing has to look at all of the information on my computer, even though I don't think I look at this kind of stuff that much, but I guess I do fucking look into, like... I'm always involved in this kind of stuff, so... But it's so crazy that it's in this. I just don't think that that's how this works. I'm so confused. So confused. And supervision. While I'm aware of this reality, deep inside... Wait, what is this? Wait, is this the little girl thinking? Grandpa is holding me and rocking me gently, telling me it will be alright and that mommy and daddy love me very much and will always try their best to provide... No, this is Grandpa talking. Okay, that's Grandpa talking, and then this is... Wait, what does this kid fucking know? Holy shit. Okay, let me read this. Grandpa is holding me and rocking me gently, telling me it will be alright and that mommy and daddy love me very much and always try their best to provide the necessities required to live comfortably and securely, providing support systems and services vital to keeping families safe and secure, while also giving children hope for better futures than they may otherwise have expected growing up without parental guidance and supervision. While I'm aware of this reality, deep inside myself there exists a voice asking questions about what really transpired involving my father and uncle. Questions concerning what actions led up to events unfolding unexpectedly one day later. Asking why wasn't Dad able to protect us from danger threatening our well being? Wasn't he supposed to save us? Didn't he promise to look after us? But then thinking further, wondering whether or not maybe he couldn't handle protecting us anymore because of stress involved dealing with ongoing problems associated with threats posed by unknown parties intent on harming us. This kid knows way too much. That's the bottom line. Like, I don't know who the hell told her all this or where she got her information, but what the fuck does she know? Maybe someday, somehow, somebody new will step forth to fill that void, offering greater opportunity for success versus failure, preventing any future tragedies. Similar incidents occurring for generations to come, thereby saving countless innocent souls from suffering untimely deaths unnecessarily. Hopefully, eventually, justice prevails, truth shall prevail, and peace reigns supreme, enabling humanity finally put an end to violence inflicted upon its own kind without hesitation whatsoever, and perhaps, just possibly, all nations worldwide working cooperatively hand in glove, united under common goals, eliminating war forever, bringing lasting harmony between countries, ending conflict once and for all, ushering in true prosperity and happiness. This AI just fucking ended world war and hunger and like all of the problems we have. I'm just gonna run the last two actions. I don't even know what to say anymore. Like I don't even fucking know. This thing I don't even know. It's just going on. I'm gonna go to here and start over because it just. What the fuck? Hopefully, eventually, justice prevails, truth shall prevail, and peace reigns supreme, enabling humanity finally put an end to violence inflicted upon its own kind without hesitation whatsoever. And perhaps, just possibly, all nations worldwide working cooperatively, hand in glove, united under common goals, eliminating war forevermore, bringing lasting harmony between countries, ending conflict once and for all, ushering in true prosperity and happiness for all mankind. Finally putting an end to senseless bloodshed suffered by millions lost fighting wars that never should exist in first place, nor cause misery and pain for innocents caught in crossfire, incapable of defending themselves effectively due to lacking adequate resources, capable of overcoming overwhelming odds set against them, defeating enemies bent on committing atrocities unfathomable, inflicting unthinkable acts, cruel and viciously sadistic against defenseless civilians, merciless slaughtering men, women, and children, ruthlessly exterminating entire populations, wholesale murdering billions without mercy, destroying property worth trillions, while wiping out whole societies utterly annihilated in cold blood without regard for human dignity, leaving nothing remaining but rubble, covered wasteland devoid of anything useful or valuable, destroyed beyond recognition, obliteration, erased from existence, consumed entirely, devoured, gone, extinct, wiped clean, vanished, swallowed up by flames, consuming virtually everything, buried beneath tons of debris, smothered, drowning, suffocated, trapped underneath piles of sand, swept away, washed away, drowned, sucked dry, blasted apart, burned, blackened, charred, unrecognized, melted, evaporated, dissolved, vaporized, disintegrated, transmuted, transformed, dispersed, disseminated. Now it's just listing off words that this kid is going into a fucking haze. This kid is fucking crazy. This is what happens when you think about this shit. You just start listing off words that it becomes so incoherent. We don't even know what the hell we're doing anymore. Disseminated, dissipated, dispersed, spread thin, blown away, exploded, imploded, burst into tiny pieces, fragmented, shattered, cracked, ruptured, pulverized, broken into shards, fragments, splintered, jagged, shredded, sliced, piece shredded, mutilated, eviscerated into nothingness. And when it all came to be, I held mommy and daddy in my arms. Holy shit. This AI is just... I don't know what the hell just happened. That is not where I saw any of this going. I was not prepared. I have no clue. Okay, I was going to keep this side like behind the scenes, but after all that, I feel like I have to show it now. Like, so this is what I put in as a little background, but I don't think any of this, I don't know how the fuck all of this happened. So our story follows the main character as they make decisions on a path to remembering the events of a specific night in question. This is all being told from the perspective of the main character after being captured by authorities and the questioning that ensued. So I meant that as like, we didn't know that he was captured, but then they made fucking Inspector whatever is shit. I'm so far down the story, I don't even know who it was. Inspector Roberts capture us, right? But that's where that came from. The reader doesn't know that the main character has been captured by the authorities. The main character killed two people that apparently killed his daughter. So they turned it into, he was remembering that, that's what, okay, so he's remembering that Inspector Roberts so he's not actually at Inspector Roberts. He's telling the story of him and Inspector Roberts to the authorities that because he's captured behind bars. That it said somewhere up here that he's where was it? Although it seems unlikely considering you are currently locked behind bars awaiting trial along with every member of the family you suspect committed the murder. Except for yourself. So we're not awaiting trial. We're just behind bars and we're remembering the story of the night that Inspector Roberts and Carson went on. And then the epilogue happened. I don't know I don't know where this shit came from. None of this changes. Like, all I changed was like this is where I was talking about the characters, right? I changed it to, yeah, the generator responses. Higher values make the output less repetitive. And holy shit, it just started fucking spitting out words. Let's put this back on 2.75 for the next one. But other than that, I mean, I didn't change any of this. I don't know what any of that means. I don't know what any of this is yet. I just started using this. And somehow we got a fucking little kid just wrote a JFK speech in their diary, or like thought it or something. There's a voice asking questions. And then she just goes off on, I don't know what the hell just happened. But that was really fun. Holy shit, y'all. That was a ride. Thank you again. I really appreciate it. I'm going to run these last 15 actions on this account, on this story. We're going to see where it goes. I'll probably just add a bit more in the next one. Like, get the AI back on track a bit, because this kind of seems like it just started spitting out words, or the kid is fucking insane and the AI knows it, and that's just how the kid thinks. But either way, we'll get it back on track. We'll see what happens next. Thank y'all again for tuning in. This is Dirty LTD. I don't know what's going to come out of it. What the hell is going on with it? We'll see, though. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. Much love.